Martin's just not quick enough on the right part of the racetrack to bring himself onto the tail of Vinales into the overtaking spots, and now on the final lap, Vinales has got a little bit of breathing space and Martin's more thinking about defence. Marc Marquez's eyes will have lit up with that mistake into turn 13. Vinales has got 0.6 of a second to play with on the final lap.
Yeah, Vinales, him and Marc Marquez, the only two riders in the 138 on that penultimate lap. A 38.9 once again from Vinales. He's not just had the great speed, he's married that with some brilliant consistency as well, and that's why he just never gave Martin a sniff of taking that 11th sprint win. Martin's main mission now is to make sure that he doesn't lose second place to Marc Marquez, but Vinales looks like he's got this one covered. 3/4 of a second he is clear as Marquez comes from way back,
isn't it?
Yeah, picks him up and says thank you very much, Marc Marquez. I think it's all too little too late in terms of the sprint win here, but it will be potentially a first Ducati podium for Marc Marquez. He's now second in this sprint with Vinales clear.
Fighting fire with fire. Martin put a pretty aggressive move on Marquez earlier on into 30. Marc says, well, I can take it, but I can certainly give it. So he looks like he's now secured second place. Bagnaia has still got a queue behind him for fourth of Miller, Bastianini and Acosta, but nobody immediately behind Maverick Vinales, who has 3 corners between himself and a first sprint win.
This was the Maverick Vinales that Aprilia gambled on when he had that acrimonious split from Yamaha halfway through 2021. They have been waiting and waiting and waiting for the real Maverick Vinales to stand up and be counted. He has done so far in this Tissot sprint. We remind you, he's lost 2.5 kilos in body weight this weekend alone. Was that another late crash as Maverick Vinales comes out of the final corner? The Top Gun is back on top in MotoGP. He wins the Tissot sprint here in the Grand Prix of Portugal. First win for Maverick Vinales in factory Aprilia colours. Great job by him. Marc Marquez does indeed take his first Ducati podium. An aggressive late move on Jorge Martin sees Marquez come from 8th to a brilliant second place. Martin, there's no continuation of his sprint domination. He still takes third place though. First time he's finished outside the top 2 in a sprint since Catalonia last year, and albeit potentially briefly, Ducati's unrivaled domination of MotoGP is ended by Maverick Vinales. Bagnaia looked like he was cruising, didn't he, to a first win in the sprint since Austria last year, until the big mistake he made down the hill into the first corner, running wide, cost him 3 seconds. He starts and finishes 4th, Miller 5th, Bastianini 6th, disappointing from pole, Acosta 7th, points for Late Spargo and Fabio Quattro. Let's go and hear from, I'm sure, an ecstatic Aprilia boss, Paolo Bonora, who's with Simon.
Yes, Paolo, you've waited patiently, you and Aprilia, for a long time, and how good did Maverick look on your machine today? He's getting more hugs from Massimo Rivola.
Yeah, we are waiting for this moment for Maverick. We are so happy about this. He was not at 100% in his physical situation, so we thank him so much, because he put everything on the bike. So
huge congratulations.
Thanks.